find you a bucky.
It's not a bucket. It's a Hilux.
It is TV powered by What's Betting. It is Times of it's helter skelter here. Very busy. 2 matches at the same time. It's myself, Lindo Pep, and Ubobo. We're watching Mamelodi Sundowns against the Kingdom of KwaZulu's very own Amazulu. Club yasemkhosini madoda usuthu lomabhesha enkona phumelele ke Mamelodi Sundowns kulo mdlalo, although the pattern of the game was attack versus defense, but the defense was not potent, which means Amazulu had a bite, and in many moments they should have been able to score an equalizing goal. But well done to Mamelodi Sundowns. They win, take the 3 points, first 3 points of the season. They keep it moving. Then Amazulu, they won the first game, and they now lose the second game for them, for Coach Arthur Zwane. But really, they were dangerous, especially on the counter. Lindo Pep, our analyst, your summary of the game, sir.
Yeah, Mr. Nkiu, I think Bulisu just started.
Yes, sir.
The best development coach. The legendary, sir. It's actually nickname, Mr. Nkiu. It's actually nickname. The Iron Duke of content creation. Yes. Come to Mr. Tso, the Iron Duke of content creation. The best talent scouter.
I receive, thank you. The future owner of Bushbucks Football Club.
Yeah, Tingbulisi out here, ukhohlwa ngibulisa ubobzini Sandawana. Congratulations to Mamelodi Sundowns.
Yes,
congratulations to the players. Congratulations to the institution. Very beautiful game to watch. But mau check first half, Mr. Nkiu. Imam Amazulu approach the game 5-4-1.
Very professional team.
Yeah, very professional. Well coached as well.
Very impressed.
Well
done to Coach Arthur Zwane. I hope this replicates itself in other matches as well. Be difficult to beat, but also be able to have chances to create. They should have scored. They should have been able to get an equalizer in this game. Very impressive. It was a tactical game. Sorry to cut your analysis. It was a tactical game that I can't get over. It's very tactical. You're not losers. You're not gonna roll over. Mamelodi Sundowns are not gonna bully you. You're also gonna have a bite as well. It's a pity that, of course, you didn't get the result that you wanted, but I think maybe it's worth a draw for him.
100%. There's a lot of positives from him. Congratulations, coach. Credit to you and your technical team. Yes, you might not have won the game.
Coach Simo
Coach Simo. You can see his influence. You can see his touch. You can see the feel of the team as well. They look a little bit energetic. They look well coached. A very professional team in terms of application, Yama tactics. But even Kaizer Chiefs now, when you watch their development, they're using the same model that Coach Arthur Zwane. And I think he took that to Amazulu. And I'm happy that he had the confidence and the arrogance to say, okay, I'm leaving that big institution that has done incredibly well for my career, for my own coaching career, in coaching education. They've invested so much money in but I'm happy that he's taking that to Amazulu. And Nkulego, he approaches the game in 5-4-1, which is very defensive, but in our attacking principles. There's a lot of exit points. You can see that my exit point wakufuna full back wake akupuke as high as possible. In a vulnerability now, but he's playing with Abu Mashiko, he's playing with the boy, the striker from Zimbabwe, who's quick, Ungwenya, who's quick. I think they broke the line so many times in Mamelodi Sundowns. They picked their moments. And what I like, Mr. Nkewu, is that defensively, they understood that they needed to break the central line, deny Mamelodi Sundowns the red zone in the first half, and then catch them on the counter. But how do you catch them on the counter? Defensive organization always needs an exit point. Siphuma kanjani? Ngoba sizolibamba silibhaze silithinte bese siphuma kuphi. And this has been the criticism with other teams that play a defensive structure. There's nothing wrong with playing a defensive structure. There's nothing wrong to say, hey, Orlando Pirates and Mamelodi Sundowns are superior than me. Yes, I will apply a defensive line. I will have 2 blocks that are very defensive. But how do I counter that when I have the ball? And we saw that in the first half brilliantly. They created a couple of half chances, in my opinion, that they should have scored. And I believe that the game plan Coach Arthur relied on those half chances. But you go again, Mamelodi Sundowns as well. A well-coached team in terms of team Miguel Cardoso. You can see the centre backs had the ball.
Can you please give us a breakdown of what does Sundowns look like? Okay, I'm not making a comparison here, but I just want an example. Under Rolando Mukwena, you are a building up team. Even under Coach Pito as well, the third man runs. You are a complicated, short passing team as well. What does this season Sundowns starting to look like for you? It's the third game that we've watched. MTN 8, first game of the league against Chipa, and then today as well. What do you look like when you have the ball and building up? Do you also want to go wide as well? What does Sundowns look like to you so far?
Yeah, we are also a team that plays on our exit points, but our exit points are completely different. We exit on our fullbacks instead, and then we want to bring the 2 number 10s inside. Today, for me, there's 2 models in this game. Sometimes we play with a 6 that stays. Sometimes we play with the 6-8 move. Sometimes Ubonu Tebs join the attack and allow the rest defense to only have 3, meaning that you would have 3 defenders, 1 fullback must go, the 3 centre backs stay. But today there was a different change. Today Atekanga both fullbacks, which already tells you that he wanted to exit Ngama fullbacks. Keep Tebs a little bit central. But another model that I've seen is that he wants midfielders that only recycle back to the ball position. Why? I think he wants to tire the opponent. He wants to keep the ball as much as you can, right? But now, how does he want to exit?
Shouldn't your priority be to score as many? Because I
100%.
think there was a danger here with Amazulu that for as long, even when Amazulu conceded with the goal, Ikram Reina's very good finish, as always with him, that even though Amazulu conceded, they never panicked because Amazulu were like, okay, as long as it's 1-0, these guys are not scoring. Sundowns are not taking too many shots. Maybe the shots were there in the second half. In the second half, I won't take that away from Sundowns, that the shots were there. But the thing of over-circulating the ball or playing without playing in the box, the danger is that for as long as you're not scoring more than the opposition, as soon as the opposition scores 1, they might just defend every man behind the ball.
I think he gives irresponsibility to 3 players. So in position of the ball, he plays with 3 number 10s. He wants the 2 wingers to come inside and then udlala ngomshishi. So you've got to Litlako, you've got to Sales. I think the individual brilliance needs to come from there. I think also he's been let down by those players in terms of creativity. They always receive the ball looking to play safe. I think what we spoke about happened exactly in the second half, where we needed more penetration in the game, a quick interchanging of position.
And there was more of that.
And movement of the ball, which is very critical in the final third. Because I was sometimes udlala on the ball. You need to play the space. And the individual brilliance, Jobas Kulumangai. So I believe that his game revolves around the 2 central midfielders controlling the game, dictating the tempo of the game. The centre backs have a responsibility of also attracting the first line of pressure, using the goalkeeper sometimes as a 3rd centre back. But I think creativity relies on the 3 number 10s and the 2 fullbacks. But I think that the quality of the fullbacks at times don't have the quality in the final third. Very good defensively, Ulunga good defensively. But you saw the difference, Magali, to
in
Opri.
The final third.
Opri brings a completely different look in the final third because Opri has the intelligence, he's got the final pass, he's got the chip, he's got the cross, he's got the decision making in the final third. I think already the game model changes in and out of games. I think they approach games completely different. If if they need to break a low block, I think that we will see sometimes them having cells more closer to Urenas, closer to the box, and then Umshishi playing in that red zone, right? And then when they play against team that attacks them in terms of playing on a counter, which is what Coach Arthur was causing them problems, then you will see a completely different look where the rest defense will be completely different. So for me, it's based on the personnel, the profile of the players that allows the coach. Anyway, the coach has a big squad. He's allowed to play around with the team. And for me, I haven't really figured out the identical game model, Mamelodi Sundowns, because it keeps on changing every game.
Because it was so dangerous at the Club World Cup. I was so looking forward to seeing that same thing. But of course, that same thing also included a Lucas Ribeiro. Let's talk about that now. We've summarized the game. Sundowns deserved win. Amazulu, well done as well, because you were dangerous at certain points of that game. In fact, it could have been 1-1, but Mamelodi Sundowns were able to score 2 goals in the game. Now, let's look at Ribeiro. And what do you do with that? First question, do you miss Ribeiro? Does Sundowns miss Ribeiro? And if Sundowns misses Ribeiro, what do they do to replace him if he's replaceable?
My God, very important player. I think it's very clear that we miss Ribeiro. It's very clear that Ribeiro is important to Sundowns. Any team would miss a player that provides 15 plus goals. In terms of numbers, whether assist or goals. Any team will miss a player that breaks umavulak value.
Absolutely.
Any team would miss that. And I believe that that's what he offers in Mamelodi Sundowns. Even in Spain, Mr. I'm sorry to bring Spain into this conversation. They are systematic in terms of how they approach, in terms of game model and methodologies. But they always have 1 or 2 players that create things out of nothing.
Williams on the left-hand side, Lamine Yamal on the right-hand side. Everyone else is a ball player.
And they're not given too much defensive responsibilities because they know what they can do for the team. For me, what you do now as a Mamelodi Sundowns is, because it seems like the boy is gone, in my opinion. I think it's very clear. I think this club is very ruthless. This club wants to win the Champions League because for me, I'm not really worried about the league. In 30 games, Mamelodi Sundowns will do very well. My biggest worry is the CAF Champions League now. When you are watching, sitting there, I know it's still early, you are getting this feeling that, are we ready to win the Champions League? My answer would be no now. And I know, knowing this club, it's either they will make signings very soon. The window, I think, if Valangate is September, don't be surprised if they really genuinely bring in two or one special player. If that does not happen, expect the club to react in January in terms of investing in a player that can provide us, maybe not what Ribeiro did for us, but close to what Ribeiro did in terms of individual brilliance, goals. Because the bigger question is, when they are sitting, and if I'm Miguel Cardoso, the first question I'm asking the management is, you want me to deliver the league, you want me to deliver the Champions League? I need a person who's going to score 15 goals. And if you're going to take
And
15
you have
goals,
that goal from Ikram Reyners.
For sure.
The other problem is that it's the creativity that's lacking.
the goals as well, Mr. Nkeo, because you cannot only rely on Ikram Reyners. No matter how much, he's probably the best striker we have, clinical striker we have in the league. But also, I have to mention Useles, Mr. Nkeo. I have to speak about Useles, and I'll tell you why. I am not naive as a person. One of the reasons why, and people say it's criticism, it's not criticism. It's positive criticism, if maybe they might call it like that. I will not accept, till today, I will keep my word, I will stand on my ground to say, I will not accept a foreign person that comes into this country and is not a ceiling race. But this season, even in the Club World Cup, I'm not naive to say the guy has improved. The guy looks like he wants to do something for Mamelodi Sundowns.
So would you say that
He's not a direct replacement,
that's where I was going.
but he offers you something different. He offers you movement of the ball. He looks like he has a goal in him. He's got a pass. I've seen his vision. He can pick a pass. My bigger question was, is he a ceiling raiser? But ever since he started the season, in my opinion, to score that goal, to create the opportunity that is created for Mamelodi Sundowns today, in my opinion, I'm not saying he's a direct replacement, but I am a little bit impressed.
They will look to him.
They will look to him as well. But knowing the club, being at the club for a very long time as a Sundowns fan, I can tell you now, they will invest in a player that will score the goals, but also provide the creativity. Because, Mr. Nkeo, let's be honest.
Kuyiqala phansi yonke msile siyayivala.
Siyayivala.
Umjita manje mnika isignal ngoba hayi iphelile wena. Qala phansi.
Yeah.
Sibaninzi nje apha jo. Ufuna sivale.
Yeah, Mr. Nkeo.
Mina ngwase KTC wena ngwase Orlando. We have different concepts of time. Ixesha naleya ngapha yamanskran lithi masirap apha.
Sirap just. No, you know what? The season is long. It is like policy. That's a very long season.
It's a good video. We got the best of what we could say. Without saying more things. We had to invent things out of the air. Good win for Sundowns. Well done to Sundowns. Congratulations. Well done to Coach Athazwan and Amazulu as well. They were difficult, and I like that. Like, they were difficult, also creating chances. iDiski TV, iDiski Times, was suspecting. For breaking news, go to iDiskiTimes.co.za.
Shapunjan bafowethu igama lami Lindo Pep, the best analyst in the country. Please don't forget to subscribe to iDiski TV. Tanko.
This is Bongane Benedict Villagazi, they call me so. Niyazi bafethu, Amakhosi for life, they are back in winning ways. Please, siyacela ukuthi subscribe iDiski TV.